Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will not make a similar pledge with regard to the remarks from the senator from Louisiana, but I appreciate his ability to speak. Thanks again, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank you and Ranking Member Tim Scott for holding a markup on this legislation. I also want to thank my friends Senator Daines, Sinema, and Kramer for working hard to advance this legislation. It's an example of how member-driven priorities and regular order can still carry the day in the Senate, and I hope we have many more markups in the years to come. I want to lay out my reasons for supporting this bill. First of all, marijuana is not legal in Wyoming in any form, in recreation or in medical marijuana, and I like the way Wyoming is now. I don't support legalization of marijuana. But the voters in many states, including Montana and Colorado, my neighbors to the north and south, have voted to legalize marijuana. And the federal government must respect the will of the voters in those states. I am a hardcore advocate of the 10th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. I have consistently advocated for the federal government to respect the views of Wyoming in many areas, including our energy priorities, our environmental policy. I don't want other states telling us that certain economic activities should be verboten if they exist now, but other states or ESG policies disapprove of things like oil and gas and Second Amendment rights. So the main reason I support this legislation is because it takes a major step backwards, it takes a major step towards ending the banking industry being weaponized. It prevents the federal banking agencies from ordering the closure of bank accounts of persons and businesses for reputation risk reasons. Those are the terms that DC regulators and bureaucrats use to describe people and businesses they don't agree with ideologically, including firearms and energy companies in Wyoming. This legislation ensures Operation Choke Point, an illegal initiative led by the Obama administration to pressure banks to close accounts of industries they were ideologically opposed to, that can never threaten the people of Wyoming again. All legal businesses, whether on the right or the left side of the ideological spectrum, should have access to bank accounts. And this legislation ensures the federal government cannot pick winners and losers when it comes to providing everyone access to financial services. When I was elected to the Senate in 2020, I said I would be Wyoming all the time, all Wyoming, all the time. And I kept that promise to the people of Wyoming today, and I will never stop standing up for our Wyoming way of life here in the Senate. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thanks.